Have a seat. Are you aware of who Cornelius Vanderbilt is?
Old white man who took money from other old white men.
That's why you're in the position you're in right now. Like me, Vanderbilt trusts no one with his money. When I saw my returns this month, I only saw 80% in profit. My question to you is, why is that?
Sosa, man, just relax. Relax, alright? Just been doing too much coke lately. I got something that's gonna solve all our problems.
What the fuck do you have to offer to me?
BAM! World Heroes.
The fuck kind of shit is this?
It's one of the greatest fighting games of all time. Don't worry, man. I promise you, you'll enjoy it.
Now, do you think I would play this fucking piece of shit?
Well, who doesn't like fighting games?
Now, I don't think you realize how bad you fucked up.
Listen, Sosa. See, you don't understand, okay? I don't work for free. Hell, I don't even work at all. Why do you think I'm still doing these game reviews?
You're a fucking idiot. You don't realize the money from that cocaine deal wasn't ours. Our wholesaler, Sandman, is very frustrated with you.
Just give him the game World Heroes and we'll call it even.
No, you see, Sandman owns a company named Radical Entertainment, and their sales have been terrible.
But what does that have to do with me?
There is a game, Scarface. The world is yours. Because you know, the world is yours, right? I need you to review this game. If you do so, Sandman will spare your life, the profits will return, and all will be well. But if you don't, Sandman will have your fucking head in 2 days.
Sandman isn't even real, okay? I done heard this shit too many times. But I'll do it. I'll do it. Just where do I have to meet this Sandman guy?
You won't find Sandman. Sandman will find you.
Sandman nowhere. See this on TV.
Fiends, and welcome to the crypt. Tonight's sordid.
God damn. Tales from the Crypt. I ain't seen this shit in a long time. These crazy ass bitches on these damn episodes, man. I don't know how the fuck we used to watch this as kids. Alright, Sosa, you can leave me the fuck alone right now. I already know Sandman don't exist. It was a good little joke, But hey, you seen these episodes of Tales from the Crypt? Like, this is some weird fucking shit, man. Sosa? Alright, Sosa. I'm assuming you want me to turn off the TV, right? And play Scarface, The World Is Yours, right? Alright, I'll do it. Give me my fucking piece. Back up. Remember when I started my reviews back in 2010? It was one game I seemed to have real disdain for, and I said I was going to review it, but I never did. Scarface, The World Is Yours is not a good fucking game. Now, I know back in 2006, everybody was saying, oh shit, Scarface, man, this is going to be one of the greatest games. I mean, I was a victim of that too, because I saw the commercials back in November of 2006. I thought, oh shit, this is going to be a good ass game. I mean, motherfuckers was getting thrown off of the roof. I'm like, wow, like this is going to be Scarface. But it's 2013, and that shit is not a good game. Now, once again, I know it's a lot of people out there who probably gonna say, yo, we don't know you talking about saying that shit is shit, but it's shit, trust me. Now, fuck sitting here listening to me talk all day, explaining how this game is shit. Let's get into the review. You know, he looks a lot like King Pharaoh.
Scarface: The World Is Yours is a video game developed by Radical Entertainment and Sierra Entertainment. Now, Radical Entertainment made a nuclear disaster for the Super Nintendo called Terminator, and that game sucks so bad that if we threaten Syria that we'll make them play it, they'll give up all their chemical weapons. So immediately you start on the last scene in the movie where Tony makes his "say hello to my little friend" speech, and you finally get to kill that guy with the shotgun. I mean, you're thrown into the intensity of that moment balls first. I mean, you don't even have a chance to sniff a line of coke before bullets start flying at you. And Sosa sends everybody, his cousins, nephews, homeboys, fucking everybody to cap your ass. And you have to kill all of them in 3 minutes before the DEA arrives. Even Tony's tiger makes a cameo in this part, and gorges on the guts of those Colombian bastards. Hopefully he won't die of a heart attack from all that cocaine he just digested. Once the DEA arrives to kill the rest of Sosa's men, Tony escapes. All of his assets get seized. I mean, $65 million, kilos of coke, and even his balls. I guess the only thing that Tony was really left with was just his word.
Hey Sosa, fuck you, man. So I still got some of your shit. Some gut shit.
Once Tony returns to the streets, everybody in town knows about it. Just like in real life, word on the street spreads like a nigga's leg when he's getting his dick sucked by his old lady. You meet a supplier who helps you build your face card in the streets again, and she gives you some of her plays where you begin practicing negotiating deals. Now, when I first did this, I thought I was supposed to tap the circle until it reached the top, so a lot of times I fucked up. You're really not supposed to worry about how long you can hold it, but really how well you can time it. It takes a while to get used to, so don't expect to master it at first. The first major mission is when you have to kill one of the men of a guy named Gasper, who owns turf around the downtown Miami area. You do some crazy ass shit in this mission too. First, Tony drives up to this giant hotel where all the Gasper's men indulge themselves in an evening of sexy women and alcohol. Then as soon as they see you, they start busting and Tony goes apeshit by himself. It can get real frustrating trying to kill 40 people at once, but when you're Tony Montana and you got balls, anything is possible, right? After killing all these assholes, you meet some guy who talks shit on the balcony, and then you finally fight someone barehanded. The fighting system on here, I'll admit, is better than San Andreas's. I'll admit it's more fluent, you can actually lock onto the man you're fighting, and you can even push people. After you whoop his ass, you throw him off of the roof, and then you fight another horde of gang members, and then you steal their armored tank filled with money. And then you battle with them like you're playing Twisted Metal. But even Sweet Tooth couldn't survive all that shit, walk into a bank like a damn thing didn't just happen and just be cool about it. You have to have a lot of balls to do some shit like that. Oh, yeah, I forgot. He's Tony fucking Montana. Only Tony Montana can make a gay concept of getting balls cool. From here you begin to rebuild your empire, and like any empire, it can only be successful when it's backed by a big bank, America. You use the bank to transfer money from what you made in the streets into legitimate money. Like with cops and drug dealers, you have to negotiate with the teller for the best interest rate. So you're either going to jug or you're going to be jugged. Now let's find out.
Alright. Let's see what we can do. I'll try to get you at 1% of my money.
Just you and me, man. Talk to me.
Fuck you, cockroach!
One of the main things you'll constantly encounter in this game is fast-talking cops, and they love to fuck with you at the wrong moments too. Even during a mission or while you're trying to take over gang territory, the cops and Tony's boss are in a monogamous relationship. They never leave you the fuck alone, so you better figure out a strategy on how to deal with them. The best thing I discovered is when gang members are there and then they show up, I notice they will do for the good of the city and they will shoot at the gang members if they're shooting at you. So if you let them go to war with each other, you could just sit back and chill and check on your business by the car, or just not do shit at all.
Who would have ever known that one of the greatest puppet masters would have been a Cuban? Oh, my bad, Castro.
Refilling your health is a hilarious fucking system on here. In order to stay healthy in this game, you either piss by a dumpster or meet with a mysterious entity in a Scooby-Doo van. Now I can understand the health thing with pissing because maybe Tony had too many Dos Equis and needed to piss. But what goes on in that mystery machine? Does a cat strung out on heroin stick an IV in you? Or does Hustle Man sell you blood? I don't have a fucking idea. The music, like the GTA series, is pretty damn good. It gives you that great 80s feel, and they even have early hip hop tracks like Africa Bambaato's Looking for the Perfect Beat. Damn, it doesn't get any more 80s than this. You just cruise in the streets selling coke, looking for the perfect beat, and it's all done in a split banana peel with tiger interior on wheels. Speaking of exotic, the items you buy on here are very expensive. The category ranges from cars, henchmen, and a bomb that looks like it belongs to Megatron. Seriously, how the hell does anyone smoke out of some shit like this? The henchmen are more expensive than some of the cars, but it's reasonable because you're going to need them later on in the game when shit starts to get damn near impossible. Don't ever let the white bar on the map descend all the way down when you have to escape from police, because when it goes down, you're completely fucked. At least 1,000 cops will come in at you at once, and they'll just do shit to you that even made Rodney King say, damn. The streets of Miami can get pretty lonely as you will find yourself doing the same shit over and over. The somewhat positive shit to this is that you won't get too bored, because it is always gangs retaliating to overtake your investments, and it's always fiends that need to be served. This will give you a chance to build up your weapon skill usage and then make money to help protect your businesses to purchase more exotics. That is one thing you have to keep reminding yourself when you plan this game, is that the main point is to rebuild your empire and not succeed in missions, because when you purchase more exotics you get to level up, and this allows for better weapons, and then the suppliers will offer larger amounts of cocaine. Along the way you will see some real interesting shit in this game. It's a real misogynist game, but that shit is fucking hilarious. I mean, just listen to this shit. Listen to how a player like Tony pulls women.
Just swing by the mansion and make my iced tea sweeter.
But you still like that fat kind of ass, though, I'll bet, don't ya?
I got a tiger you can pet all day, baby.
Well, all right then. I don't normally like strange small men, but you're kind of cute.
I will admit the missions on here are as fun as the Grand Theft Auto missions. Mainly the objective of each mission is to kill off gang members who surround businesses Tony hopes to invest in. There were a few like in Little Havana that were really fucking amazing. There was one mission I remember you had to stop a hillbilly gang to get to open the drive-in theater, and that shit was crazy because you had to kill off all these incoming members while driving in this Camaro looking car. These hillbillies are drunk on moonshine and hype their cousins because they can fly at you like hell. If you try to be arrogant and not use that car they give you, you're fucked. Make sure you aim for them instead of shooting at your car. And don't worry about the fuckers when they get out the car and just fucking them up. It can be irritating trying to shoot the motherfucker in this truck though.
Fuck, man!
I remember killing the Diaz brothers was pretty tricky at first. After Tony talked shit to everybody in the Babylon Club, the Diaz brothers send henchmen after you, and why there's a lady shooting at me, I have no idea. First you have to take cover behind the wall and then let them come back to you. But it's a pain in the ass, trust me. Fuck! After you mow all of them down, some asshole tells you that the Diaz brothers killed Tony's mom, and then you just give him brain surgery. Then you go into the Diaz brothers' warehouse with a chainsaw and just massacre all of them. You massacre their guards, and then you decapitate Edgar Diaz's head. Then you get in a car chase with the older brother Alfonso, and you shoot him in the middle of the afternoon traffic. I mean, cold ass shit. I also like the way that Tony just barges in and takes whatever he wants. In order to start distributing wholesale, Tony gets 3 of his henchmen and travel to a local warehouse in Havana. This motherfucker stops a gang in the middle of a drug sale, kills all of them, and then takes their drugs and their entire warehouse. Unfortunately for him, Gang members retaliate and then they drop Tony off back in Freedom Town. Remember that place in the beginning of the movie where he stabbed the guy up and then he had to escape out of there? But there, he tries to set you up again, but Tony survives. And then you see the guy get on the boat, and you chase him on the boat, and then you just shoot him down and kill him. Once you start building your empire more, you start moving up from grams to kilos. The runs you have to do are fun at first, but it gets aggravating when traffic gets all in your way during the runs when you collected money. At the end of the runs, you really start to see all your hard work pay off. I mean, when you collect money from your fronts, you start seeing numbers like 118,000, 144,000, and with that much money, you know niggas is coming for your ass, so be prepared for a few gunfights during the run. Damn, I have $500,000. Shit, Tony, you've come a long way, man. It feels good to splurge after going through all that bullshit to get 6 figures. Chasing down cars on this game require you to have your driving skills top notch because this shit gets to be a pain in the ass. Like this mission when you're trying to buy this CD store. First of all, the car I have, the Cornet 929, is one of the fastest cars on this game, if not the fastest. And this fucking game has the balls to tell me to keep up during the chase. I mean, don't you see I'm trying that, motherfucker? And then the goal of this mission is to rough up this guy's car, and to do so, I have to hit him as hard as I can. Now, how the hell does me hitting him at 140 miles per hour, how does that not start on him? This nigga must have been high off for Tony's shit. Now they're telling me to still keep up. Well, fuck you, because now the motherfucker escaped. And once you get him to get out of the car, you just kick his ass, tape the tapes, and then you go back to the owner and you buy the store. But you gotta have your driving skills really up to par in this fucking game. Like I said before, you can hire hitmen, but what I really don't like the fact is that you have to control them. To get the Eugen shotgun bar, you have to hire this lady that looks like Chun-Li to kill the owner's ex-boyfriend. Now, her ex-boyfriend is supposed to be wearing a purple jacket with a blue hat. Why am I assassinating Cat Williams? Anyway, using a sniper rifle, like most games, requires stealth, persistence, and patience. Once you see him, you'll be able to take him out pretty easily. The Babylon Club wasn't easy to get either. Some Colombians barge into the club to find a manager who owes them money, and you have to find him and then protect him. Now, the sad thing about this motherfucker is that he doesn't know how to defend himself. Now, how the fuck do you not have a gun when there's this many motherfuckers coming to kill you? And the worst of all, this idiot doesn't have a sense of direction. When you run forward, he runs left, and then he takes forever to catch up with you. Once you make it through the kitchen and then out the back door, you have to wait on this driver, I guess, to come and get him. And while you're waiting, more of them come out back, and then you just jammed into this one little area. And I really like how after he escapes and the car comes to get him, he doesn't even tell you thanks or man, I owe you one or owe you a drink. This nigga don't tell you shit. Like, this is an ungrateful motherfucker. Like, I almost just died for you and you can't even give me a fucking thank you? As the game progresses and you move up from grams to kilos, you start building more clientele through establishing more warehouses. A rival named Nacho Gomez has a warehouse capable of large distribution, and Tony decides that he must kick him out of business. Now, Tony fucked with one tough Nacho because these niggas won't die. After you kill about 20 of them on like 3 different floor levels, more of them keep constantly coming and your henchmen aren't worth shit. I really hate distributing keys from the islands too, man. If it's anything I know I'll never forget in this game, it's this shit right here. First of all, like all deals, you have to negotiate the right price before you do anything. Then you have to use one of your boats to travel back from Miami, but standing or floating in your way are pirates, chopper gunners, people in the skies, and then the Coast Guard. If you thought that was over after you did all that, you must have had a recent tit removed from your brain, because you still have to drive from city to city to collect money from your fronts. If you get anywhere near the Coast Guard, you're fucked, so you better try your best to avoid being around them. And as I said before, when you get to your fronts to collect the money, you start to see that henchmen on this game aren't worth a drop of sperm jacked from a chicken's balls. Every time your fronts get attacked, they never are able to defend off the attackers so that you don't have to get out the car. One by one, they just get picked off like boogers, and I swear the only purpose they serve is to hold them off long enough just for you to come in and finish the job. The islands are as wild as a grunt on Halo's base on a Friday night. Everywhere you go, there's somebody either trying to kill you on land or sea. Out of all this bullshit that the island has to offer, there is one that you should avoid at all costs: the smuggle runs. Here you have to reach checkpoint by checkpoint before the time runs out, but you have to do so while driving on sand and water. I'm mainly biased about this because I fucked up on it and I never tried it again. You even have the gun symphony on here too. You know, when you pull out your weapon and then they pull out theirs and you drop your weapon, they drop theirs, and you fuck with the game members' heads. I don't know, I love doing that shit. That shit is just fucking funny to me. The first major mission is when you have to save some guy's daughter. Like Ashley on Resident Evil 4, she's slow and defenseless, so I hope you like escort missions. You see a lot of weird shit in this mission too. Since that's his daughter, why is he grabbing her ass? I mean, she is fine as hell, but like, what the shit? Wait a minute, did I just call a video game character fine? Because I'm sure we can all agree that Lara Croft can get it. I mean, I love to shove my dick in her 64 pistols, but anyway, this mission wasn't that bad. I remember I had troubles with this when I was a teenager because there was so many of them coming at you at once, and you barely had a chance to cover. But after playing shitty games like Bad Boys Miami Takedown and 50 Cent Bulletproof, I kinda learned how to adjust to games with bad coverage. So in a way, I can thank those games. I can't believe I'm saying that either. Killing Nacho Contreras is a very interesting mission too. Like most unfair missions, Tony does this all by himself. Enemies come from everywhere, so be prepared to die from all angles. This mission even goes on for so long that it's checkpoints during the stage, where you have to make it there and then you die and you can start at that point because it's so long. I mean, and then in the end, he ends up getting eaten by a great white shark after you snipe him down and then he tries to swim away. It's a pretty cool mission. But if you thought that the action just ended right after that, you would be completely wrong. Right after you kill him, you meet some guy on the dock somewhere, and then you go on this helicopter to shoot down members of Nacho's gang on this cargo ship to disable bombs. Now you can't afford to fuck up once when you do get on board, cause every door you go in, it's at least 50 guards waiting to blow your fucking head off. If that wasn't enough, you have to disable the bomb under a time limit, and you have to do so using that timing system. Alright. Made it to the second bomb.
Y'all, this is the 6th time I've done this shit. This is getting fucking ridiculous now.
So after you disable the bombs, you rescue these hostages on the ship, and then you mow through a couple of more enemies until finally this mission ends. That was a mission like this San Andreas mission where you had to swim across the river and then get on the boat, and then you had to kill all these. I don't remember what that mission was called on San Andreas, but it was a crazy ass mission on there that was just like this one. This was a good mission, I'll admit, but god damn did this go on forever. The mission where you get Coco's Lounge is one mission that will really make you want to shut this game off. Starting off, this lady has an issue with where her daughter keeps paying protection for Nacho's gang, and then she's losing money from this and she isn't able to pay them anymore, so Nacho's gang decides to rush into Coco's Lounge and take her out. Now what's annoying as hell about this mission is dealing with these fucking snipers on the roofs who keep fucking with you. They only give you 1 health this entire mission even though it's 30 of them and then 1 of you. And after you take the sniper guard out, a fucking helicopter comes out of nowhere and you have to blow him out of the sky. Now considering that I'm about to die, why couldn't they at least have given me like at least 2 healths? I mean, this is ridiculous. 1 after the first wave of enemies, and then shouldn't it be another one after I blow up the helicopter? What genius thought that somebody would be able to survive all this shit and then be able to take out a 3rd sniper who's hired somewhere behind one of these damn buildings above? Ah, fuck. Man, I'm telling y'all, this game's starting to get on my goddamn nerves. You know, one thing I noticed about this game is that you keep doing the same shit over and over again. And it's really starting to make me hate this game. Cause I swear to God, all you do is just buy property, fly to the islands, buy drugs, drive across the ocean, collect money from fronts, go and buy even more property, and then you continue the same process over and fucking over again. So after I bought Stein's jewelry, I went into Coco's Lounge to try to buy it, but it was $11 million. So you know what I had to do, right? Back to the same fucking bullshit from before. I had to fly to the islands, get more drugs, come all the way across the fucking ocean back to Miami, and drive around and collect money from my friends. And another thing I hate about this game is like Tony's morals of not killing citizens. Because remember in the movie when the DEA agent had the report and Tony didn't want to kill the guy's wife and kids, and then that's what had got him in that beef with Sosa. Now I understand that in the movie and even in the game, but sometimes these idiots get in the way of like when you're trying to shoot people that's there, they'll be right there in the way trying to like, you know, guard them almost. And my whole thing is this, like if you can't get out of the way of a nigga with an AK who has a shotgun attached to it, then maybe you need to die. Anyway, I collected money from my fronts, and then I saw one of my other fronts got attacked because there was a lot of gunfire out there. So I got there, tried to get out, you know, and kill all of them. and I wasn't able to do it, so I just took off. But then my car caught on fire. Well, shit, it's about to explode. Damn, maybe I'll be able to send for another car, right?
You've got to be fucking kidding me. After all that bullshit, I have to restart the mission all over again from blowing up that one time? Damn that shit. But they got me fucked up in this game. Scarface, I don't care what anybody says, but this is a mediocre piece of shit. All you do in this game is just buy drugs, sell property, meet this person over there, buy a stupid fucking Pelican, buy a stupid ass fucking Volkswagen, get more drugs for more money, go to the islands, do the same shit all over again, meet another person who tell you to do more stupid fucking useless ass shit, buy more useless ass fucking henchmen you're gonna spend another 20,000 on that they just gonna die, and then do the same shit 30 fucking times. Now, I don't know if this game is really for people who fantasize about selling drugs, but if selling cocaine is anything like this in real life, then damn Nancy Reagan's just say no policy. All we gotta do is make people play this fucking game. It's 2013. And we can't play games like this anymore. Now, this game may have been okay back in 2006, but it's 2013 and shit like this just doesn't last anymore. I don't know about y'all, but Scarface was a fucked up failure to me. And I'll never play that shit again. And of course, if you're interested in wondering, okay, does this guy like Scarface or not? He had in his intros, does he even like the game? I don't like it. So please never tell me to play that piece of shit ever again. I really can't believe I just wasted 20 minutes on this piece of shit. You really need to get the hell out of my room.